so we're here with
Jean Renee Jeffrey.
You need to speak up.
Jean Renee Jeffrey.
She is the daughter of
Helen.
you. Just say me.
I said Helen.
Okay, Helen.
Oh, Lord.
I said just say. Okay, so at the time President Kennedy was killed, you were 3?
Not yet.
You weren't 3. So, and you told me that that's one of your that's one of your earliest memories.
Yes, it was one of my earliest memories. Okay, so we were living on Kenwell Street, and we had in the hallway. We had the telephone in the hallway. We had one of those phones that was in the hallway, those big old phones, and we were watching. If I'm not mistaken, it was either Guided Now. As the World Turns. I was in there with Mother watching As the World Turns, and then they interrupted the show, the soap opera, and I remember Walter Cronkite coming on there, and he was saying something about, I didn't know what he was talking about, but then Mother started screaming. She said, "Ah!"
I remember that.
You did, Mother. You were screaming. That scared me. And then you were screaming, and then you called my daddy, and you said you called him. You was trying to get through to him at Parkland, and you were at the Southwestern Medical School at that time, and
Y'all come in here.
No, you got that all wrong.
you did call my daddy.
Wait. Yeah, you're what you call it? Y'all going in there? Yeah.
Well, how I remember
this
it.
Is how you remember.
How I remember that. I remember. I don't know if it. I don't know.
A different way, but
I don't know if it happened in that sequence. But I remember you calling him and said the president had been shot. And I remember you crying, trying to ask him, "Do you know what's going on? Do you know what's going on?" And then after that, everything was just like, it was just like chaotic. The whole it seemed like, but the next week it seemed like everything was chaotic, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what really happened?
What really happened? He called me.
He called, but you didn't call. You didn't. Oh, he called. You know what? You know what? Mother is right because he did.
No. When you wait, it was 2 calls. He was already there at Parkland, and
he wasn't at Parkland.
He was at Health Science Center. He was at Health Science Center, and it was a commotion. It was a big commotion.
And my dad was trying to find out what was going on.
Called grandmother
to find out what was going on.
Grandmother told him he had been shot. John called her back,
and told me he was dead, and that's when Mother started calling.
It happened before she got the info before the world got it.
Yeah, but you did.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was dead anyway.
Exactly, but nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Yeah, they didn't. They said he was shot at that point. They didn't say he was dead at that point. He was shot.
The Secret Service. They wanted to take over.
They'll take it over now.
They should take over, but they wouldn't let them. Parkland had their rules. They had to stick by them. There's a procedure. They wanted to just dump him, take him on to Washington. But he's already. They knew he was dead then, but. It was they supposed to go through the procedure. Was trying to bring somebody back, and this doctor, the one that just died a few years ago, he just worked himself down trying to get his heart started. And they had to just stop him.
Because he was just Wow. Ooh, wouldn't it be horrible to be the physician on duty when something like that comes around, and then you be like, oh, I'm forever be known as the man who couldn't save the person. But you know what? Oddly enough, Mother, that Thanksgiving,
there was no Thanksgiving.
That's what I'm gonna say. I don't remember us having. Thanksgiving.
Nobody talks about that.
I don't even remember. I can't even remember that Thanksgiving.
I remember Sunday we went to church, and then they called at church and said Oswald had been killed. Oswald had been killed by Jackson.
Really? Oh, at church?
Somebody called him off, and he came out. He had to stop preaching and go and answer the phone. He come back and he told us that.
So what y'all do? What y'all just stop?
Just sang and prayed.
Y'all just stopped. The world was ending.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, like what? This done happened. The president's dead. Now this done happened. What else is gonna happen to us? Wow.
It's a sad time. Stock market, everything just crashed that day. Was nothing.
It's in the paper about all that.
I'm not gonna touch it.
Yeah, no, it's all in the paper.
So y'all were. So then, did y'all just Y'all just went on and had the regular service, or y'all just
Well, we just went on, started singing and praying.
Mm-hmm.
So he was in the middle of his service, so naturally he gonna come back and get
Okay, so he was just like, it was like church as usual that day.
And
it was church as usual that day.
He was preaching.
Well, how did
the phone rang, and one of the ushers, it took a while before they got back there to answer the phone because they wasn't gonna go, but it kept on ringing.
Mm-hmm.
And they called him, and he wanted to know what it was, and they told him, come on to the phone. So he had to come.
It says emergency, come to the phone.
Yeah.
He had stopped. What were y'all thinking?
We didn't know.
Y'all was just like, what the heck?
We wasn't thinking about that. We just, just
who's calling here? Who's calling in the middle of the sermon?
Yeah,
Y'all thinking maybe something like some
family member or something.
Something happened to a family member.
And he come back and he said that. That was it. That was it.
Everybody just like looking pitiful.
Yeah, so we just started singing and praying.
Wow.
That was the worst time I ever had in my life, in my history of living.
Really?
That's the worst
'Cause I imagine
5 days in my life.
You know what?
I mean, everything was shut down. Everything.
White people and black people alike loved Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy was,
You know, there were those people that, the Catholic, thing about him being Catholic, but for the most part, people, he was this young man, thick head of hair, he had a young wife,
big smile, big smile.
They had 2 little children, right?
Okay, Thursday on TV did they cover? You know how now when something happened they cover 24 hours? Were they still covering all that on TV, or they just? Or how did they go?
It's just sad. I can't remember exactly, but it's just sad. But nobody. People just talking among themselves on the phone and what have you. So everything just shut down. It's just like how when you have a bad snowstorm, you can't get in and out of the house. That's the way, just like that.
Did my daddy go to work the next day?
No, everything.
Everybody shut down.
Of course, to the hospital, you always got to go to the hospital. But they didn't work. They didn't work.
Nope. It was too much.
It's just too much. Everybody just stayed at home.
Just something. Wow.
Thanksgiving, there was no Thanksgiving.
Because that's what I don't remember. Because I do remember our Thanksgivings. We go to Meg's house and everything.
Yeah, because it was always, up.
Yeah, I remember, but I don't remember Thanksgiving.
Agreed to be cooking.
Nobody wasn't trying to do all that.
No.
So, okay, so now, when at church, when y'all found out about, first of all, what was your reaction when y'all thought about when they said that Oswald killed the president? What was your reaction?
At that time, we were in church.
No, not before they killed Oswald, but when they found Oswald that day and they said that he was the one that killed the president, what were y'all thinking about then? Was y'all like, we're going to get him up?
It was a conspiracy because it was more than one person shooting. They claimed it was one person and one bullet theory. The bullet that hit one hit the other.
But back then. That's what they said, one bullet.
One bullet.
And so y'all think, something wrong.
It's just conspiracy.
Okay. So today, I'm move that pillow out of the way. So today we went over and went down to the memorial. Well, see, really, initially it was, and y'all will see, it was Dealey Plaza. It was a memorial for Dealey Plaza, and then after the assassination of President Kennedy, it was made into a joint memorial. So there's you'll see I went and did some footage and some still shots down there. Hun, how old are you? Do you feel like you want to tell your age? What year were you born in? Or do you feel?
69.
Okay. And have you been in Dallas all of your life? You live Dallasite?
Born and raised.
Okay. How old were you when you found out that, or how old were you when you were told, not found out, like, oh my God, but when you were told that a president was killed here? Or do you not remember this?
Probably elementary school, I guess. Probably a combination of learning about it in school, and then my parents telling me about it, and probably just being fascinated by the fact that it actually happened here, that a president was actually shot in my town. I remember as a kid finding that fascinating.
See, yeah, I went through a period in high school where when I was a teenager. I don't know if it was high school or junior high, but where I was, you know, fascinated by, well, kind of upset with the killing of John Kennedy and the conspiracy of it. Did you ever feel like, I mean, when you were younger, did you ever feel like there was a conspiracy of any kind when you were younger? Not now, but when you were younger.
Not when I was younger, no.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably just too young, or not to truly understand what had actually happened. It probably wasn't until when the Oliver Stone movie came out is probably when I actually, you know, probably got more into the conspiracy theory and learning about it and becoming more fascinated by, you know, the whole lone gunman theory, and that he probably didn't act alone. So it was probably the Oliver Stone movie that, you know, drew my attention to it.
Before today, had you ever been down to the memorial?
Never have. Lived here all my life. Driven past it a million times. But today was the first day I actually got out and walked around and read the signs and looked at the 6th floor and the actual route the president drove. And it was kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Just got a really good sense of history.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of like, wow, you know, that actually all happened here, and I kind of saw, sort of sunk in after, you know, reading about it and seeing the movies and seeing all the footage and just everything that's come out over the past, you know, 50 years about it.
Mm-hmm.
But to actually, you know, stand there and look at it all, you just actually kind of got a true sense of the history of it all. You know, it's just kind of a, I don't know, kind of a weird feeling, I guess, just to stand there where it actually happened.
Mm-hmm.